Hey, good Wednesday morning, everybody. Day 3 of What's This Life For? Paul speaks about so many things throughout the book of Philippians, and Paul knew what his mission was. From the day that his life was changed on that road to Damascus, Paul knew that till the end, he was to exemplify Christ. He was to share the gospel. And what does he say in Philippians 1:22? He says this, verse 21, he says this before we get to 22, for to me, to live is Christ and to die is gain. And verse 22, he goes on to say, if I am to go on living in this body, this will mean fruitful labor for me. Paul knew that his life had to be about that fruitful labor. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Titus 2:27, Paul instructs Titus to model good works. He's speaking to Titus about teaching these young men. And he says, Titus, your life is to model good works, to be fruitful, to share the gospel as my life has been, as Paul was saying to Titus. Let me be an example. He's saying, Titus, take this life that God has given you and plant the fruit. Plant the fruit and see what happens. I wrote this down. What is fruitful labor? It's working to spread the gospel. It's helping to increase the joy of believers. It's helping not only to increase the joy of believers, but I think in that you're starting to increase your own joy because you understand where your source comes from. In order for that fruit to grow, we spoke about this many, many times before, we have to drink from the fountain. We have to understand that Jesus is the living water. And in order for that fruit to grow, we have to abide in that fruit. And so what's this life for? It's about abiding in Jesus. It's about drinking from the fountain daily, understanding his teaching, understanding his love, his compassion. And it's about allowing that to all grow into this fruitful labor where we go out and share that to other people. As we close, I put, this is sharing the good news no matter what, no matter how you feel on that day. And man, I know that's hard because there's some days where I sit and I don't want to speak to anybody. But I guarantee you, God's going to place one person in my life that I can say, you know what? Jesus loves you no matter the choices you've made. So today, how can we have that fruitful labor? I think it's about starting our day off right, and it's sitting at the feet of Jesus and drinking from that fountain and understanding that our source comes from him, and understanding that in order to produce fruitful labor, as Paul spoke about, as he preached to Titus and said, Titus, teach these young men what it means to share the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. We have to go to the source of what that comes from, and that's Jesus every single day. So today, guys, on this Wednesday morning, go to the source. Let Jesus start to fill you with that fruit and go out and share the good news that he's given you. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow.